Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and we have some exciting news for those of you who are sick of siege battles. Yes, the fabled GCCM, a very iconic mod from Warhammer 1 and 2, is finally back. FS Ranger, who is known for making custom maps for Warhammer 3, has reached out to the old GCCM team and asked if he can import their maps into Warhammer 3. This means it's with the old system. No building up of towers, no building up of barricades, all that type of stuff. Which is absolutely amazing to see some really old school maps coming back and playable once again. Now, it's very important to note that right now only 16 maps have been imported as the time of recording this video. There are so many maps that are in GCCM. It's going to take a while to bring those back in, and also FS Ranger does state that too. It's going to be a while, but yeah, I'm happy waiting. For those of you not aware, GCCM was the pinnacle mod for siege battles in Warhammer 2 and Warhammer 1, back when pretty much all the sieges were literally just one straight line. This brought in loads of custom style settlements followed by the lore, and it just really brought in a lot of new life to the game. Sure, sometimes the AI kind of derps out, but then again, this is Total War, the AI derps out anyway. This is a monumental task by FSF Ranger, mostly because, well, if you're not aware, when Warhammer 3 became a thing, you know, the transition wasn't as smooth. I mean, well, we all know that, but a lot of the game files did change, meaning that a lot of older mods were rendered invalid. A lot of stuff had to be redone, recoded, and sometimes even the AI, which the modder himself has stated, had to be kinda redone for this. Some of the maps themselves might have some issues, but again, this is going to be a work in progress. It's also known as GCCM Beta, but yeah, 16 maps so far, and these maps are literally for the main settlements, right? Places of lore, Carcassonne, Aquitaine, Bordello, Sartosa. A lot of these places now have awesome looking maps to fight in, which will give you the feeling that you're not fighting the same thing over and over and over and over again. It's very annoying when it comes to certain factions when, like, for example, the Lizardmen in oh boy, in Lustria, where pretty much every map is the same. I do gotta say that FSF Ranger is becoming possibly one of my favorite modders in the scene now, because I play a lot of campaign, I do, and it frustrates me to no end. Not only does he have an amazing map mod in their own right, but now, yeah, we're getting GCCM back too. By the way, with GCCM, there is no current intentions, well, no plans whatsoever, I do believe, in the mod page that says that no towers or barricades or custom capture points will be added, which is great. Going back to the Warhammer 2 standard of battles. And not only that, but yes, these maps can be found in the Immortal Empires, the Realm of Chaos map, and also the Old World Mod 2 where applicable. Man, just doing some flyovers from these maps is bringing back such levels of nostalgia from Warhammer 2, which is when I played the most of Total War Warhammer. I was playing it like every single day for, what, 6 hours a day, I think, straight after work. We do have some information here, which is restoring a large siege map can take 2 to 3 days. Obviously, that could take longer, but remember how many maps that GCCM had? There were so many. Eventually, hopefully, we can see as many of them come back as possible and see the glorious return of old school battles with not having to build up capture points, with not having to defend that. Sure, there is 1 or 2 capture points because that's kind of hard-coded into Warhammer 3 now, but not having like 5, 6 different points. This is great. This feels like home. This is awesome. The biggest thing for me here is just seeing loads of stylized Bretonnian settlements because, like I've said previously, I've done a Beastmen campaign and oh my god, I'm so sick of seeing the same Bretonnian settlements. Or getting a greenskin map, which is Galbaraz, and it actually looks like a greenskin camp rather than, oh yeah, this is a dwarf settlement that's been taken over, so they've just got greenskin iconography over the same map. And the Lizardmen ones look fantastic. There's a little bit of a visual issue with one of them where there's just a lot of smoke coming up from it. I don't know if that was in the original, but keep in mind again, this is a beta. There's going to be some issues every now and then, but some of them are just absolutely ginormous. There is such a big thing. You remember the old school Marienburg map, which was just huge? We would have already passed it in this video. Or that classic iconic Kadrin map, which was literally just the bridge and a wall. It's so cool. I know some people might not think that those are impressive maps, but there's a lot of fond memories on them. You know, having the orcs attack you at Karak-Kadrin and you just have a massive army of artillery destroying literally everything before it gets to you. This is good. This actually feels like Warhammer 3 might be going into the state that we want it. These mods are super important for the game because, let's be honest, Creative Assembly will not be making custom maps for every major city. Not only would that be taking a lot of time away from development of DLCs like units, characters, faction mechanics, and so on, but I imagine when it comes to those maps, they would have to get approval from Games Workshop, which can be a massive issue because Games Workshop, well, they're a bit inconsistent. I mean, if you guys had followed the Age of Sigmar news yesterday, ooh boy, way to piss off a fan base. The best thing about this is some of these maps are from a 360 angle, so you can attack from multiple sides or defend through multiple sides. It's going to be really interesting to see how all these maps end up working with the system in Warhammer 3. I'd lost all hope for GCCM to return, mostly because, and we've got to talk about this, the state of Warhammer 3 over the past 2 years has made a lot of the modders quit, unfortunately. Some of them have moved on to different projects, either new mods for Warhammer 3, or unfortunately moved on to different games, which I still have contact with them, actually. They're very lovely people. I hope that they're under less stress, because there was a lot of issues with the fan base basically screaming at GCCM, going, where's this, where's this, where's this? It's like, well, you know, the siege system changed a lot, so yeah. Now, I don't know just yet if this is compatible with siege maps for campaign, but I imagine it should be, considering that they're different maps. So yeah, different maps won't affect the same thing. God, I can't wait to see how this evolves. I'll be honest with you, I have been waiting for this for so long. I've literally even been complaining to CA staff, saying that really, if without GCCM, this game doesn't feel the same. And it's finally back. Nature is healing, boys. Nature is healing. GCCM in Warhammer 2 was literally a mod that I would never take out of my load order, and when a new patch would come in and kind of take it out, I would actually stop playing for like a day or two until that mod was updated. I would say that GCCM is one of those mods that you always want to have, just like OVN Lost Factions, Recruit Defeated Legendary Lords. They're essential for the complete Total War Warhammer experience. It's good to see it back, and I can't wait to see all of the mods come back. God, I really, really can't. Before we end the video, which is still showcasing some of the maps, by the way, it is once again important to remind you, yes, this is in its beta form, which means that there could be an issue here and there. Don't get like annoying about it. I understand it can be annoying when something like the AI stops working and so on, but keep in mind, if it's happened to you in vanilla, it's not the mod's fault, it's a vanilla issue. But it's important to state, because stuff like this needs to be nurtured, and I'm gonna keep fighting for it, because yes, this is about time. If you get any bugs and so on, report it to the modder. I'll obviously have the mod in the description below. And yeah, have as much fun as possible. This is going to be truly a special time for Warhammer 3. I think that now that we're starting to get some proper news, people seem optimistic, cautiously, but still optimistic. And with mods like this finally coming back into the woodwork, you know, we're going to get back to where we should be, or we should have been around 2 years ago. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I know many of you have been excited for this. The other mod is fantastic too, so I would suggest, which is also linked in the main page, trying that one and having some fun, you know? Just really have some different style maps in your game, because you'll notice a massive difference on how less repetitive the game feels, because you're not seeing the same thing literally every settlement or every 2 settlements that you fight in one country. But yeah, have a great day, guys, and I'll see you all again very, very soon. Feels good to make content again, that's for sure. Bye.